National Emergency Preparedness Exercise is ended today. Our honorable advisor sees all the event starting from the online coordination meeting which was organized by the NEPEx. I think which was on the 7th of October. Sir was there. He was there doing the tabletop exercise there for yesterday. And he is here, and he was also there on the coordination meeting. I would like to thank our honorable advisor for his constant support in our activities. And he has been working with us, especially all through from the beginning to the end of our NEPEx 2024 exercise 2. And I also like to thank the ADMA for the support and the guidance given to us in the form of the presence of Major General Sudhir, and also when we say MHA, we have the ADMA and also the paramilitary and the Indian Air Force who are here. Thank you for your support. In fact, today when we go to the site, it was indeed an experience for us, and I believe those the DMA officers who are participating in the site might have received a very, very good inputs, and also the health department in the district of Kohima. I think a very practical suggestions and guidance has been provided to them. Now I would like to request our honorable advisor to share the feelings and what is the exercise all about, what is the simulations that we are doing, and how, at the state level, what are the reports, what are the kind of damage that we have collected. So our honorable advisor would like to share. Thank you, sir.
Very good evening to you all. In order to analyze the preparedness of our state in case of any eventualities, we headed and make a mock drill exercise today, and to assess the things we have presumed that an earthquake 6.9 Richter scale was occurred at 9:45 am near Chandulian town, which is the NEPEx center. Is located in the district of Mokjun. So the NEPEx center is 26.19.2 feet, 19 north latitude, and 90.30, 95 east. And this shallow focal points at 13.8 kilometers. So during this mock drill exercise, we have received a total report of incident in this way that the total fatality is 108, injury 1,121, then a total damage of house 974, a school 10, office 10, hospital 5, road 2, then bridge 1. So these are the damage report we have received. Anyway, with a quick response from the NDRF and the TTMA, it has been brought under control, and till now we are really satisfied. So this is things which are preparing to face in case of any eventuality in the state of Nagaland.
I would like to also ask Major General for his inputs.
So, Jai Hind everyone. We've concluded today the mock exercise, which was based on an earthquake scenario, which also included fallouts in terms of landslides, fires, and industrial accidents. The exercise was conducted in a very professional manner, everyone participated with great vigor and most importantly with an attitude and desire to improve and learn. So I think that is the primary objective of this mock exercise. We have been able to achieve it. As always in disaster management, there is scope for improvement, and I have made those suggestions to the state NSDMA and other departments where we need to do a little more. Specifically, these are the areas of integrating community response and having municipal and village-based disaster management plans, ensuring institutional continuity so that whatever people learn and who are trained in this field, they continue to be there and they improve their skills rather than having new officers dealing with this subject every time. We need a little more better awareness of the capabilities and resources available with various other agencies, and especially the armed forces, and to that extent regular civil military liaison conferences focusing on disaster response need to be held. The NDRF has certain equipment and resources available to them for use in disaster situations, and the NSDMA can and must co-opt these resources in the plans when if in the fortunate eventuality there is a disaster. And finally, we need to look at methods of how we improve our medical capacity in case of major disasters, because in this particular scenario when the epicenter was in Mokokchung area, the medical capabilities there were completely inadequate to deal with the kind of casualties we would have. So the medical department needs to have very clear plans how these resources are going to be augmented. And similarly, at the state level, we need to have a good perspective plan on augmenting our SDRM capabilities in a graduated manner. So once again, my compliments to NSDMA for a professionally conducted event, and also the various agencies at the national level that participated in this event. Well, these are the major challenges. Certain small areas of coordination, etc., are always there, which vary from district to district. So these points have been given and they'll come up during our extensive debrief session, and I'm sure there will be action.
The major changes that we have today, if you compare to the first, number one is the coordinations among all the stakeholders. As you know, it's very difficult for, in the government or in the private sectors to put the resources together. It's very difficult. So there has been a gradual improvement because there are a lot of rooms for us to improve. One, that is the big learning that we have. Another one is we know that we have the challenges of communications. Maybe in terms of road transport communications or maybe telecom communication systems. So in the telecom communication systems today, earlier we were able to establish our communication network through the ham radio. This is the first time that we are incorporating ham radio for communication channel in case if the other standing telecom systems are flattened. But we are not able to establish our communication with Mokokchung, which is the segregated EPIC center, because of the weather. So these are the challenges we have really. We never knew that the weather would be like this today, or see yesterday. But because of these weather systems, we are not able to connect with Mokokchung. So this is one area that we will also improve, and gradually we are improving. Thirdly, as our Major General has suggested, augmenting resources. These are the exercises. This is letting us know that Assam Rifles will have this many resources. The other private agencies will have this many resources. Now we are looking at, maybe in the next phase, we were looking at event management agencies, which is operating in our states, private people, those who are catering to the weddings, those who are catering to any other events. They will be able to have much better tent house, much more resources in order to augment the resources in the management of breeding camp. So maybe next time we will be incorporating with them. Now the quantification of the resource requirement is one that we learn. And this is the process that we are learning today, even the staging area management systems, where we need to improve. So if you really look at it from the first till to this very day, even the show that we are doing it, though it's a walkthrough, but it has really improved. And as you know, in the real-time eventualities, we will have more chaotic, systems where everybody will be panicked and then running from failure to pause. Who knows? I myself will be worried because some of my relatives will be very badly affected. Suppose the doctor who is supposed to be attending the emergency, if his or her family members is, gone, they will not be there to attend the emergency. So these are the realities that we are going to face. And these exercises are letting us know those kind of gap filling too.
Well, I must highlight, that we have to realize that besides the NDI, it is the armed forces which have this single most, capability which can influence and improve our disaster response. And the coordination between the state government and armed forces, therefore, is extremely important. And to indicate the high level of that cooperation that exists today, the GOC of IJR North Assam Rifles was himself today present in this mock exercise, indicating the kind of synergy now we have achieved between the Nagaland state and armed forces in case of an unfortunate major disaster. So this, I think, is a major improvement and achievement that we've had this year.
The question whether we are ready and prepared, we are trying our level best. Because the slogan in disaster management is, while we hope for the best, we are prepared for the worst. But the most well-developed country itself will not be able to say they are prepared and equipped to face any disasters. But we are only saying, well, we hope for the best, we are also prepared for the worst. Now, if you really look at it, the vulnerability that we have, and also the geography of the region, of our state, even the 5.5, 5.3 will have a big impact. So, but why we are doing last year's 7 point plus, and also maybe some other year, I think previously we were doing 8.7, because we had our experiences. Like I think Shillong earthquake and the Assam earthquake, they were in that scale. So we were just simulating those scale. Now, if the Shillong earthquake scale comes today, there will be a huge impact. And I'm telling to you, all of us are equally responsible. Today, our honorable advisors, when we were moving to different sites to visit the sites, we were just discussing on our way. If there is an earthquake of that kind of magnitude, Kohima, importantly, will be the most chaotic city. We will not be able to even go and rescue. Some of the people, unfortunately, will have to trap and die away. Nobody will be able to come to their rescue. Because there won't be a road here. If one building collapses, that building will take 1 month to even remove the debris. You have to really imagine the type of conditions that we have and in the type of geographical locations where we have built our cities. So it's everybody the responsibility to really create this awareness, sensitize ourselves. In the evening, if you walk through our colonies, the number of vehicles which are parked by the roadside, we are hardly able to go one vehicle in the normal time zone. Please imagine, in an emergency, how are we going to move around? The Kohima Mao Market fire incident, our fire emergency vehicles could not go in because of the vehicle park, irresponsibility of our public. So these are, small civic sense that each one of us should get re-baptized and re-enlightened, to have more understanding on reducing risk in our localities and where we live. Apart from the armed forces and India, if you really look at it, the line departments at the government level who will have that kind of resources, one is PWD for the clearing of the roads. Another one, they may not be having a physical resources, but the Department of Telecom, Science and Technology and Telecom, they will be able to pull in those resources for immediate restorations of telecommunications. Then another one will be that the urban development. Now that ULBs has come in, the urban development in each of the towns and the municipalities should have some equipments with them. Maybe, as I was sharing with you the other day, time has come that new ULBs have come in, so we will be targeting phased manner in order to give orientations on disaster management for the newly elected ULBs, municipalities, members, councillors. And by I'm sure they will be upgrading the equipment, so those stock registrations, so we will try to include in the Indian resource network, disaster resource network. So these are the areas that we will be doing.
So what about the fire and...
Yes, fire emergencies, they are doing the revamping, they are doing the modernizations. I think more fire stations is also going to come up. And the type of equipment that they are going to, obtain from this type of roads, I think is going to be more efficient. And also we have the SDRF, who has those, search and rescue operations equipment available with them. Since the coordination meeting, the tabletop exercise, so we will be having a review meeting, and we will be also sending this report plus an action taken report to the NDMA. Because some the gaps that we have identified, we will not be able to address just immediately. It will take time to even address, like equipping our police personnel or SDRF personnel, or some SDRF personnel are not present in some districts. Those gaps will take some time because through the government procedures it has to be addressed.